Good morning, Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. We've just been filled on a bit of a bounce here at 58.24. You can see I also had this order in up here at 58, around 58.40. But then we had this really big sell-off. We actually made a new low for the day. By the way, it's 8:25 in the morning on Thursday, August 24th. We're looking at a 2-minute chart at the emini Nasdaq. So 24 to about, let's go at 16 to buy 2 of those back. Let's see what we can get out of that. Now that it's moved, quite a bit in our favor, down to 17 from 24, I'm going to go ahead and put a break-even stop in here. Let's see, I'll put a buy stop right in here, and then I'll lower it down to our entry. Actually, I'm going to put it just a tick above there because that was the high. So just a tick above that, and see if we can continue to get another leg down here and fill us on this 16, and then make adjustments accordingly. When it really sold off hard, I immediately put in the sell limit here, but just was selling too hard. So once we went down and made this new high velocity move, as you can see here, it's a rectangle, vertical rectangle with the gray background. I was looking at the market actually using the low of that as a bit of resistance, but usually when they're this big, it does pop up into it to some degree, usually the last bar, and so the entry was placed just below that right there, which is why our fill is at 58.24. So that's the way it stands right now. Got some good selling in here. I could see the market get below 5,800 today. 57.90 is really the next target down of kind of significance here. So I want to try and hold on to one or two, at least one, if not 2 of these contracts. So, but first we want to go ahead and get down there and hit the 16 level, reach our first objective. So I'll just go ahead right now and pause recording. 8:27. I've just been in this trade, a couple of minutes, roughly at 8:25. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, obviously didn't have to wait too long on that. It's already come down and filled us here at our 16 level. So let me move this up, and I need to change this limit. Buy stop down to 2 contracts because we sold, or we bought back 2 of the 4. I'm going to lower this just below that red bar. As you can see, we've got a red bar right here, the red bar right here. So I've moved the stop just slightly above that red bar right there. Let me just, okay. And I also want to go ahead and put in just a couple of markers here so we can kind of keep track of what's going on. We've got, let's see, we've got our entry up here, and we've got our stop now here, and we exited at 16, which is right about there. Okay, and our next level down of significance that we're looking at, and try and buy one of them back. I'll put that in now, all the way down here into the 57.90 area. I'm going to go ahead and put one in here at let's call it 96. So we're going to put one in just in case we get a nice spike down there. We'll have our resting order in place. In the meantime, we've got our stop in here at 58. I'm going to put it at 22. There's our stop at 22. Locks in 2 points on the second 2. And we're short from 24. We got out at 16 on the first 2. So 8 points each on the first 2, and we've locked in 2 points each on the next 2. And we've got our buy limit in down there. So that's the lay of the land at the moment. Let's see what our time is. It's 8:30. So we've only been in this trade for, 5 minutes or so, something like that. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up as the market dictates. Okay, just resuming the recording here of this trade. We're at 8:36. So we've been in this trade now for about, I guess, around 10-12 minutes. I'm going to lower the stop here. You can see that we just had a nice red bar right here, it is continuing to sell off nicely. It hasn't quite yet reached our objective down there, 57.96, but I am going to make an adjustment on the stop just above this top of this red bar here. So I'll bring it out down to 13 right there, and I'll move our marker here to 13 as well. We're short from 24, so that'll log in 11 points should it come up and fill us. So just want to bring you up to date on that adjustment there, what the market's doing. Once again, I will pause recording. Just resuming the recording. I'm just going to pop this up to 14. Just notice something here. So just make an adjustment on that. It's getting close to the 13. It just hit 1250. But just noticed something here, so I wanted to go ahead and make an adjustment on that. So our stop is now at 14, so we've locked in 10 points on the second two. It still might hit it, but just want to make sure I gave it just a little bit extra bit of room. And you can see our time right here, 8:39. We've been in this trade for about 13-14 minutes, so it looks like we still might get hit here. It's getting very, very close to it. So at any rate, I will go ahead and pause the recording and pick it up when need be. Well, at first it looked like that adjustment was a good move as it came all the way back down here to 07, but okay, it's come back up there and just hit us right there. So 8:41, we're out of the trade. We were in the trade at approximately 8:26, so it's about a 15-minute trade. You can see here that our first objective was met at plus 8 points. We're stopped out at plus 10 on the final two. So 10 on the first two each, that's 20. Sorry, 8 on the first two, that's 16, and then 10 each on the next two, that's 20, so 36 total. So it worked out to be a nice trade. I'm still going to leave this sell limit in up here for the time being. Who knows, the market could still turn around and have a nice pop up there before coming back down. So we do have a nice vertical move here, as you can see, and this is the top of that vertical move area. So I'm going to leave that trade in. Might take a while for it to get filled if it does at all. But anyway, that's the trade for today in the Nasdaq. So if you got any questions, just reach us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.